It was another disappointing game week with a score of just 50 points, falling below the average and dropping my rank to 516,000. If you're new here, make sure to hit the subscribe button for weekly team selection videos throughout the season. Also, don't forget to join my mini-league via the link in the description. The plan was to rack up save points with Mark Flecken, and while he did make an impressive 6 saves against Spurs last game week, it was Dean Henderson who ended up delivering the returns. Unfortunately, I had him on my bench. Trent Alexander-Arnold notched his first assist of the season as Liverpool bounced back with a dominant 3-0 win over Bournemouth. Meanwhile, Fulham failed to keep a clean sheet against Newcastle, and it was a frustrating outing for Ola Aina as Nottingham Forest conceded 2 goals in a single match for the first time this season. Despite Mohamed Salah taking 4 shots, tied for the most in the match against Bournemouth, he couldn't find the back of the net but still managed to grab an assist. Meanwhile, Emile Smith-Rowe continues to shine at Fulham, adding another goal in their victory over Newcastle. On the flip side, Eberechi Eze squandered 2 big chances, and Morgan Gibbs-White saw red after receiving 2 yellow cards, adding to my frustrations. It only took Erling Haaland 9 minutes to breach Arsenal's defence, as he added another goal to his tally of 9 goals already this season. On the other hand, Dominic Calvert-Lewin led with 5 shots against Leicester, the most of any player in the match, but was unable to find the back of the net. To add to my woes, I missed out on Morgan Rogers' points, having opted for João Pedro instead. So let's move on to transfer plans for Game Week 6. This week, I'm more than leaning towards using my wildcard chip to shake things up and get back on track. With that in mind, here's how the team is looking for Game Week 6. While my keepers have been underwhelming so far, David Raya of Arsenal has amassed the most points in the league so far this season. Arsenal have kept the second most clean sheets this season, alongside Manchester United, conceding just 3 goals. Arsenal is set to face promoted side Leicester, that ranks 19th for expected goals this season with 4. Only Ipswich have fared worse. Alongside Raya, I've also opted for his Arsenal teammate Gabriel to solidify my defence. Arsenal's defence have been solid, but it's Gabriel's goal-scoring threat that makes him a more valuable option than other Arsenal defenders. As a defender, he has already scored 2 goals in the opening 5 matches, and Arsenal have scored 18 goals from corners in the Premier League since the beginning of last season, at least 6 more than any other team. Trent Alexander-Arnold grabbed his first assist of the season last game week and leads all defenders with 13 chances created, including 4 big chances, on par with Luca Digne. Liverpool have kept the most clean sheets in the league, 4, conceding just 1 goal so far. Additionally, Liverpool have restricted opponents to only 3.7 expected goals, just behind Manchester City, while Wolves have only 4.9 expected goals. Only Leicester and Ipswich have fewer. Anthony Robinson has provided 2 assists in the opening 5 matches, matching Luca Digne. Fulham have conceded 5 goals this season, with only 4 teams conceding fewer. They boast the 5th best defence in the league, limiting opponents to 5.8 expected goals and allowing just 8 big chances, with only Manchester City and Chelsea allowing fewer. Among Fulham defenders, only Kenny Tatey has more expected goal involvements than Robinson's 0.4. Emile Smith-Rowe is thriving at Fulham, adding another goal to his tally in their 3-1 victory over Newcastle. He leads Fulham's attack with an impressive 6 points per match, and only Adama Traore has more expected goal involvements than his 2.1. Nottingham Forest have yet to keep a clean sheet at home this season, with both of their clean sheets coming on the road. This bodes well for Smith-Rowe's chances of goal involvement when Fulham face Forest in the next game week. Luis Diaz has been in fantastic form this season, ranking as the 2nd highest point scorer, just behind Haaland. He leads all midfielders with 5 goals, while only Haaland has scored more overall. Similarly, only Mohamed Salah has more expected goal involvements than his 3.3, and have taken more shots than Diaz's 13 among Liverpool players. He faces a Wolves side that have conceded the most goals this season, 14, on par with Everton, while Wolves have conceded 15 big chances. Bryan Mbeumo found the back of the net in Brentford's 3-1 defeat to Spurs last game week, bringing his total to 4 goals, second only to Diaz among midfielders, and he leads Brentford players for expected goal involvements with 3. He faces a West Ham side that have conceded 9 goals, with only Wolves and Everton conceding more. While they have allowed 20 big chances, only Everton have allowed more. Chris Wood scored in Forest's 2-2 draw with Brighton last game week and offers great value at just 6.1 million. Among forwards priced at 6 million or less, only Danny Welbeck has outscored Wood this season. He's also taken over penalty duties from Gibbs White, which could significantly boost his appeal moving forward. He has the highest expected goal involvements, 2.5, among Forest players, and has scored 3 goals, only trailing Haaland among forwards. Dominic Calvert-Lewin has netted 2 goals so far this season, trailing only Danny Welbeck and Chris Wood among forwards priced at 6 million or less. He also has 1.8 expected goal involvements, just behind Dwight McNeil among Everton players. He faces a Palace team that have conceded 8.2 expected goals, with only 6 teams faring worse. Nottingham Forest duo Matt Sells and Ola Aina are on the bench, as Forest have yet to keep a clean sheet at home this season. Similarly, Morgan Rogers stays on the bench despite facing Ipswich, who have the worst expected goals conceded, 11, while Wout Faes has a tough matchup against Arsenal. Bukayo Saka remains one of the most consistent players, alongside Haaland this season, to deliver returns in each of the last 5 game weeks. No player has more assists than Saka's 5, and only Dwight McNeil has created more big chances than his 5 this season. Additionally, Saka leads his Arsenal teammates for expected goal involvements with 2.8. With Arsenal set to face promoted side Leicester this game week, who have 8.2 expected goals conceded, with only 5 teams conceding more. So, Saka is a strong captaincy contender, potentially rivaling Haaland for the top spot. However, it seems there's no stopping Erling Haaland this season, having scored an astonishing 10 times in the opening 5 matches. He tops the league for expected goal involvements with 5.9, and no player has taken more shots than Haaland's 26, with 19 hitting the target. He took a game week high 6 shots, on level with Brennan Johnson, and faces a Newcastle side that have 8.5 expected goals conceded, with only 5 teams conceding more. So, with the form he's in, it is very hard to take away the captain's armband from Erling Haaland this game week. Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more FPL content. Also, follow me on X and Instagram, where I will post my final team for Game Week 6 before the deadline.